Test, 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 and test again. I can't say it enough times. Hi, I'm Dwayne, a qualified IT business analyst with commerce and tech qualifications. I've worked in the industry as an IT business analyst for years. And the first mistake the small online business owners are making when automating is not evaluating their processes before automating. So as a small online business owner, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of automating or automating a task, automating a workflow within your business? Why do you want to automate at all? I mean, the first thing that usually comes to mind is freeing up my time, right? That's what you want to do. You want to free up your time. Maybe you might want more free time to work on your business strategy, or it can reduce your working hours so that you can spend more time with your kids or more time doing whatever you want. Automating certain tasks allow you to grow and scale your business so that you don't have to manually do certain things that you used to before. One of the biggest reasons why your attempt to automate things or automate tasks has failed or isn't yielding the type of freedom that you wanted it to yield is because you didn't evaluate your business processes and workflows before just sticking in the automation. This is something that I had to constantly address when I was working as an IT business analyst in industry. Even larger companies struggle with this. They decided they want to automate a certain process or a certain activity, and they already have a solution for it in their heads before they even come to me at all. I always had to sit there and be like, not so fast. I would let them finish what they had to say, and then I would carefully reel them in. For example, I would say to an engineer or an IT project manager or whoever it was that came to me, let's go back to the very beginning. I asked them to explain the entire process to me. What is the process? What exactly does it do? What's the outcome? Why do you do this? How often do you do this? Like, do you need to keep doing this at all? Is this a process that should be automated? Or is it one that you want to get rid of? You have to ask yourself these questions. And as a result of asking and answering these questions, like I say, it's not enough to just ask yourself questions. You actually have to answer them. Most of the time, what will happen is you will have to change your process or your activity at least a little bit before you add some automations to it, especially if it's a process that you've been doing in your business for a long time. You should never try to automate a process in your business without seeing if the process itself is actually relevant the way it is. Because if it's not relevant to your business anymore, and you go through the trouble of automating the entire thing, you will be wasting your time completely and you won't get any payoff from it. You will also have wasted precious business funds that you could have spent elsewhere. Technology in your business is all about adding value. That's what you want. And if you're sick and tired of being overwhelmed and frazzled in trying to automate tasks in your business, or you don't even know where to start with it at all, click the link below and book a call with me. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. The second mistake that business owners make when automating their business processes is that they automate multiple processes and systems at the same time. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make when implementing your automations is going live with multiple automations at the same time. I know it can be very easy to fall into this trap, especially if your business is bursting at the seams and you need to scale and automate very quickly. You should never go live with all of them at around the same time. And I say around the same time because it is very unlikely that you're going to go live with multiple business systems on the exact same day. As a business owner, you might say to yourself, in the new year, I want all these new systems. I want my business to feel different. I want to automate all my customer emails. I want to automate lead generation. And you kind of, because at the start of the year is like a new beginning for everybody, you want all these automations to go live in January to give your business a new feel for the new year or something like that. The problem with that strategy is if anything goes wrong, it will completely disrupt everything. I've worked in tech for years and things go wrong all the time. That's normal. And we're trained to sort of minimize things like that. The problem is that it will be difficult to pinpoint where the issue actually is if you've gone live with multiple different systems at the same time. Even for experienced developers, like, it will take time for them to find where that issue is if you've gone live with so many different things. This is especially important if you're integrating multiple systems together and you're not using a platform that sort of has everything all in one. Say you're using ConvertKit for your emails, you're using HubSpot for your CRM, and you've got all these things integrated together. You don't want a situation where your customers are mad at you because like an automation that's supposed to work isn't working. You should deploy your automations one by one and then evaluate the data. Look at the data after each deployment to sort of make sure that everything is running smoothly with the first one before going and deploying or implementing the second automation. Don't forget to click the link below and book a call with me. If you're a solopreneur that runs your business entirely by yourself, or you're a very small business owner with a small team, I would love to learn more about your issue and help you transform your online business so that you can go from feeling overworked, exhausted, and burnt out all the time to having more structured, efficient, and automated business systems. This way you can have more free time, you can maintain better control over your business. This will allow you to actually grow your business in a way that you can sustain over time. So don't forget to click the link below to book that call. Mistake number 3 is not testing your automations before they go live. Test, and test again. I can't say it enough times. This is one critical thing that I see a lot of very small online business owners completely ignoring. Always test your automations before deploying or going live with them. Once again, you do not want your customers sending you angry emails because your automations have failed or they've gone on and done something that they weren't supposed to do. Even if it's just a small automation or a small change that you've made to your workflow, always test it to see that what you've automated actually does what you want it to do and nothing else. For example, say you've added some new automated alerts to your customers for after they've ordered something from you. You need to test it out yourself to see that it actually works the way you want it to. You need to test the entire workflow, especially if you've integrated something else. For this particular automation to work, you might have integrated a new software with one that you've had before. So you'll want to test that everything actually runs seamlessly. Let me give you an example. Say you're using Shopify to sell your handmade beeswax candles or something, and then you've used another third-party software to automate alerts for after you send the candle in the mail. You'll want to test out that new feature, and the way that you do this is just create a dummy order. And what I mean by a dummy order is it's like a fake order that you create. So go in through the way that the customer would go into your website, through the front end, not through your back end that you can see as the business owner. Go through the front end, do it how the customer would actually do it, how they would actually proceed with that order, and then put in your information. Go through all the steps, go through them one by one, and make sure that you're actually getting those alerts the way that you're supposed to get them. And then because it's a dummy order, obviously you're not going to send the candle to yourself. It's a fake order. You just did it for testing's sake. Most platforms, well-known platforms like Shopify or Wix or whatever, Squarespace, like they allow you to actually test things like this out and test it out on the back end. But you're actually going to want to go in through the front end when it's deployed, as if you were a normal customer, to ensure that you don't have any hiccups. Now, once you've tested out your new automations successfully, you should be good to go. Now, things can still go wrong, but at least once you've tested it out, you know that you're going to minimize the chances of things going wrong. And there you go. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it has helped you at all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!